чужим діткам дулі-дулі.
Hey everybody, it's Saturday. Hope you guys are having a good one. I'm really excited to bring one of our community members, Enrique, to the main stage. Come learn something. Hey, what's going on, Enrique? How you doing? And welcome to the Stellar Global podcast, live show, whatever you want to call it, man. It's great to see you. How you been?
Fine. Thank you for having me here, and I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, look, man, I remember how I met you within the Stellar Global chat room. I remember actually, shout out to Emir, man. I think Emir came across your wallet, your extension, and was super excited about it, and was really like, raving about it to me. And when I took a look at it, man, I was deeply impressed, man. So it's been a while, and I've seen now how it's progressed, and really wanted to bring you on the show to share everything about it with the community. So thank you again for joining.
Thank you, Sam. Shout out to Emery too. I remember that we were in a stream in YouTube, and I was talking about in the comments, and he mentioned that, hey, you should come to the Stellar Global community, and I was like, okay, but what's that? And he told me he's a Discord group, and I went there and that was the best thing I have done in the Stellar community from a long
Wow.
time, because I finally found a good community to be involved.
Wow, man, that's humbling, man. That's really what it's all about. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and how did you end up getting into blockchain and eventually Stellar to begin with?
Sure. Well, I'm a developer, a self-taught developer. I'm from Venezuela. I'm not living there anymore. I came to Chile like 3 years ago, and I started being interested in the Stellar ecosystem when I was trying to. Since I'm an immigrant, it's difficult to me to invest in the country I'm living because of my status. I'm not in and haven't been here for a long time, so it's kind of difficult to do some investing, sending money, receiving money from outside, etc. And I was, okay, maybe we should try to fix this. If we cannot do it, well, let's create it. So I started learning about Stellar. I found out it was the best fit for what I wanted to do, because I started with a real estate investment style in mind. Um, and I found that in Stellar you can have assets, and you can send them easily, trade them, etc. And I was thinking, okay, it's difficult to me to invest in the real estate here in Chile because of all the regulations. What about if we try to just abstract that and make that easier to others? And that's what the moment when I start coding in the the Stellar apps and learning about the code and how the blockchain works, etc. And yeah, that was the moment I was interested in the Stellar blockchain.
Wow, wow, wow. I wanted to drop a pause on what you just talked about. I think what is most exciting to me about Stellar is exactly your story, man. It is, you know, the road for somebody to have a direct, immediate impact, breaking into the financial world did not exist 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It did not exist. And to me, that's the bigger story right now is I mean, look at you. You're from Venezuela. You're looking at ways to impact your community and bring banking aspects. And it didn't take you a whole bunch of red tape to get into it. You literally were, um, you know, went to an open sourced blockchain and was able to tie in with the community, get everything you needed through there, and immediately become your own entrepreneur and businessman. And shout out to JK, man, always checking in. The protocol is a public good. You're absolutely right. Shout out to my man JK, man. He's always involved in the show, always hanging out. I'm gonna drop one more for him. Drop a bomb for my man JK. Absolutely, man. Yeah, so continue the story.
Yeah, so that started last year. Then I realized, okay, to have a business, I need to also have a easy tool, or in this case, an easy wallet for a future client. And that's the moment I started thinking in creating a wallet. So that way I can give them the tool that I need to give the other services, because I always see it like the like cars. If I want to sell a car, I first need roads, because who's gonna have a car if you don't have a road? So
Right.
that was the moment I understand. Okay, this is what Google did in the past with Chrome and in their apps. They basically gave you a good browser so you can access their products. And that was the moment I started doing the wallet. That was at the beginning of this year. It was in April. The first line of code I wrote, it was in April for
Wow.
this wallet. And since then, I have been working on it basically every single day during the weekends too, to improve it and add features and have it ready, because the wallet itself is not the product, the end product I want to have. I want to give more and more and more product on top of that wallet. So
Wow.
that
Wow. That's yeah, I've seen that, man. I really have. I really have. I mean, yeah, gosh, from April to now, it's like almost every other week I'm seeing an update. It's like if I make a comment or somebody makes a comment of, hey, maybe this might be a good suggestion or this might work. It's like before you know it, it's active on the app. So you mentioned that you got into it because of real estate. What is it like? And because you talked about in the beginning too about investing and some of the hurdles. What's kind of your vision there around real estate?
Yeah, totally. One of the issues I see, basically the issue with the market in Latin America is that a lot of people don't have access to credit. So it's really hard to invest in real estate because of that. So when I tried to get a credit to start investing in the real estate, even though I was getting paid from foreigner companies, banks didn't like it, because here in Latin America we are still a little bit, like in the past. They don't understand a lot about blockchain, a lot of programming and those stuff. So I wanted to invest. I have the possibility to do it, and I wasn't able to do it because of all the walls that they put in front of you to get there. And basically, what I wanted to do was doing a crowdsourcing with uh, with the Stellar blockchain. Basically, the idea was that if we can create a single business by shares and put a house in name of the businesses, why can't we do it with the blockchain? So that was the idea. So selling shares of the real estate, and all the funds we get with the real estate itself, we can then distribute them easily thanks to Stellar, because it was cheap, and basically in a matter of seconds you can get the money. So that was the approach I got with the real estate project.
Wow, 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 wow. No, that is really really impressive, man. Um, huge, huge, huge work. I wanted to see if maybe we could take a look at your app. I know we've got a connection here. Let me know if you're ready, and I can go ahead and try to pull this up for you.
Yeah, sure, it's right.
All right. So take us through your wallet. What are we looking at here?
Actually, if I'm not wrong, it's not in the stream.
Let me see. All right, go
Okay,
ahead.
now yes. Yep. Well, basically, what we are looking here is the xBull address. I have an account for the xBull project. Basically, all the testing I do is within this account. And basically, here is a regular wallet. We can see just the a few holdings. I have to test the features I am constantly adding.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, basically it's a wallet with a different approach to others in the market, because something I found out talking with non-blockchain people is that sometimes they didn't understand what is an operation, what is a path payment, what is a send, something like that. So I always try to abstract that from the wallet itself, and give it to them in a easier way, especially those that comes from another blockchain. For example, people that is used to MetaMask, people that is used to use, I don't know, Coinbase wallet, and those ones. Because if I want to give them a wallet so they can use it, I need to have an interface that is similar to those that I already know.
Right.
Um,
Very true.
so that's why the wallet, it's like a little simpler. I don't know if that's the way to say it. But also, I'm a developer. I create apps, and I also need a wallet that lets me do whatever I want. So that's why I also add an advanced mode in the wallet. If you see, if I activate it, I have another place here. So
Uh huh.
basically, that give me access to different stuff, and always adding. For example, in this case, I can import manually XDRs that I'm creating for testing or something, and I can
Wow.
sign it with them. So it's basically the UI is for two approach. One is for users, so they can just use it without taking care or knowing what's going on. But also a wallet that a developer can use, because developers need a little bit of more freedom to test
Mm-hmm.
and do stuff. So that's why the interface is a little different to what we see in the Stellar ecosystem.
No, I love it, and I always think it's important. In a lot of industries, like for instance, if my real estate background, a lot of times you'll get a real estate software that's built, and you go to use it, and you're like, this wasn't built by anybody that actually does real estate, because it looks nice, but it's not functional. And so I love the fact that you offer that flexibility because you actually are using it. So
Yeah.
you're able to understand what the pitfalls and the hurdles are as you're going. Um, so I see you have assets on this main page. You have offers now. I see that trade. So are you allowed to trade? And have actually access to DEX fully on your extension?
Yes, actually, it's not a complete Dex UI, but I give the user a lot of flexibility if they want to set an offer, place a limit order, or even swap tokens. If
Mm,
I select something and I want to do the swap, I just need to write what I want to swap, and he's going to connect to the DEX, and it's going to do the operations. Uh, but the wallet itself is not thought in a way to have a professional DEX UI,
sure, sure.
but I want to have that in the future because I understand
Okay.
that a lot of people actually want that. And like you mentioned, because I understand the wallet because I already using it. That's another thing. I found out that at the beginning the UI was a little different, especially in the top side,
Mm-hmm.
and I understood that people want to have more features. So that's why I moved that from, it's different than it was before, and I add this place here because I want to start adding a lot of more options here. For example, at the moment it's only to deposit and withdraw from liquidity pools, uh,
Yeah, and
but
JK was just talking about AMM. So you are tying into the new liquidity pools that are there.
yeah, that's correct.
Awesome.
Basically, there is also I can tell you about this. I'm currently building a completely decentralized and privacy focused P2P system inside the,
Ooh.
the wallet. I don't
Oh
know.
man, hold on, wait, man. So, so you're gonna be having a privacy aspect now that you're putting right into this xBull wallet.
Yeah,
Wow.
because something I have faced that here in Chile is
Okay.
that sometimes exchanging from cryptocurrencies to fiat, it's a pain. And I
Mm.
understand why some answers don't want to go there because of regulation. It's really difficult to do. Um, so that's why I wanted to have a complete decentralized stuff inside the wallet. Because if you have a wallet in your phone and someone else have it in the browser, we don't need a server. We don't need anything. They can connect each other and they can do everything without a third party. So basically, what I want to have is the possibility. If I have cryptocurrencies and I want to change them to fiat, somebody that is also using the wallet, they can just place there that they are exchanging, I don't know, USDC for, I don't know, USD in a bank, and
Mm-hmm.
I can just go there and select it, and okay, let's trade and do the exchange. And why doing it in a decentralized way? Because that way, not only xBull can use it, because I want that everybody can implement it into their wallets if they want to. Because why creating something only for me if I can give it to the whole community and they can add it to their own wallet? Maybe they even do something even better that I create at the beginning, but I gave them the possibility to do it.
No, that is great, and that's something that I really like about the Stellar Network is that as each person contributes to the network, it benefits everyone else. Which makes me think about I've seen that there's been a lot of reach from the SDF Stellar Development Foundation into Latin America. I want to say that there was a Chilean anchor mentioned just recently and has some highlights. Dual Meridian. Also, between like Tala, AirTM, some others that are looking to bring lending to the protocol. Do you see a possibility? Maybe you've already started exploring, tying some of these anchors and services into what you're doing right now.
Uh, Currently, not that much because what I want to create is the platform itself. It's like I mentioned, the only the roads. That way, if they think that they can use the platform I'm going to create, they can use it if they want to, because it's
Mm.
basically it, it's like wallets. Wallets don't need a business behind it, but businesses can use it. So that's the idea. What I'm going with the platform itself. So
Nice. Makes
even if
sense.
they want to use it in the future, they are welcome to do it.
Nice. Now, one thing that I wanted to let me through here. So before I move on here, JK mentioned utilizing zero knowledge proof is essential going forward with privacy. What are your thoughts on zero knowledge proof? I mean, you mentioned decentralized P2P, but can you comment a little bit on maybe the level of privacy that one can expect?
Yeah, basically what I'm going on. I have been doing multiple tests. I have been testing with basically using WebRTC, which is a protocol to talk between parties without a centralized service. And basically, the connection itself is it's not private because nothing is encrypted, and basically everybody that can get the information can just read it. But we also have private keys and public keys. So if the wallet can have a bigger keeper to do asymmetric encryptation, uh, asymmetric cryptography, um, basically two parties could talk between them. Nobody is going to be able to read the information, and they don't need an intermediary. But because it's decentralized, it's possible that bad people are going to try to scam others. So that's where the platform comes from. Even if it's private and they can use it and nobody can be the intermediary, the platform itself needs collaterals. So both parties need to work together to act in a good way, because if not, they are going to lose money. So this way we have a completely private ecosystem, and at the same time we take care of those that are trying to use it and don't want to get a scam, because if somebody is scamming others, they can lose the money. Basically, I'm still testing and iterating about the product. That's why I don't talk too much about it in the ecosystem, because I always like to do something and then talking about it. I always try to have the product, at least the MVP, and tell people, hey, here it is. Here's what I'm doing. So that's why I don't talk too much about it.
Yeah, no, but it's good though. I mean, and once again, it's great. First of all, we're happy you shared it with us, because we'd love to see that conversation starting, and hopefully maybe even there's someone in the community out there in Stellar Global that's gonna watch this and reach out to you and help out. So definitely encourage you whenever you have an idea or thought, share it, man. You never know what could happen out of it. But definitely understand what you're saying. I remember there was a conversation in Global not too long ago where you had talked about the security and making sure that people are safe, because you are walking around with finance on your phone, and so having a level of privacy is important. It makes perfect sense why you would focus on that.
Yeah, that's true. And especially if you, I mean, here in Latin America, we have a lot of crime, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I always focus in the privacy side of the things. Sometimes people say, why do you need a lot of privacy? Why you are hiding something? You are something, a bad guy or something like that. And I always like, no, that doesn't mean that. It means that I'm from a country that unfortunately is really dangerous. And I understand that if they can see all the funds I have, all the money I have, or my conversations, that's a danger for me. So that's why I always try to
Well,
focus on the
no, man,
privacy side.
and I think that's a concern. I think that should be for everyone, because
Uh,
because I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it online. It's not that difficult to have somebody basically tag your address and start
Yeah,
following back where things are going. Even with Bitcoin, I mean, this whole like illusion that Bitcoin is some super private, criminal network is a myth. I mean, with the
Yeah.
tools that exist, it's the I'm sure governments are praying that every single criminal goes on the blockchain and uses Bitcoin to do all their crimes. It would be the easiest crime to solve. But yeah, it's JK say it out there. It's a right. Privacy is a right, and creative ways. I know that's something that the SDF has been talking about as well, with their ZKVM and other things to really try to to bring some sort of privacy. Trust me, man. I don't want my neighbors knowing exactly what I'm spending or how much I have simply because I contributed to a neighborhood potluck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
100%.
contributed to a neighborhood potluck, and they're like, man, Sam had a lot of wine last night. He was over there spending that money. So yeah, like I said, yeah, you don't have to be a criminal to want some privacy. I want to go back to, let's see, show us NFTs, how NFTs come up on your app.
Ah,
I thought
yes.
that was really cool because I've seen like there's one popular extension that I was using for buying NFTs on Lightment, and I was frustrated because I couldn't easily see it. Even though there's obviously ways to see it, it wasn't easy, convenient for me to, hey, if I want to show somebody my NFT while I'm out having coffee or something like that, it wasn't easy. So yeah, show us how that works.
Yeah, basically, since NFTs in the network are using the asset image itself, but I
Okay.
thought, okay, I only need to have a way to see it in a full screen way. And if you see, I include like a simple viewer to see that.
I
Uh,
like it, man. I like it.
and also because it's an extension. I have another wallet here. This one from here. The only issue I see at the moment is that some NFTs are really heavy. They I don't know, they are like 60 megabytes, 100 megabytes. So that's one of the things we need to solve in the Stellar ecosystem, because you can see that it takes a lot to download it, and that's something we should improve for the user experience. But what I wanted, and the
Hey,
first
shout out to
NFT,
Windy. Hold up, shout out to
yeah,
Windy City, man. Shout out to the OG Windy City. I love that guy, man. He has good art, man, and a great community member. It's that's even better. I like that. Look at that. Shout out to Windy.
yeah, yeah. It was the first one I bought because I don't know, I like Wells, so I saw it. I want it,
Nice.
and basically since this is an extension wallet, I can have it in a full screen wave. So
Oh, look at that.
and I can see my NFT in full screen, in full details, everything in
What?
in the
Oh, that's
in the
sick,
picture.
man. That is sick. I love it.
because because even though some people say that NFTs is just an image, it's just a pixel, something like that. Yeah, maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know, but we like it, and we need to be able to see it in a full screen way, because
Right.
I don't know, it's
Right.
fun to have them.
Yeah, I was online and I saw Bullring, man. Shout out to him. He had showed. I guess I don't want to mess up the name of the company, but he used this company where he's able to like take his NFTs and put it up on like display, a digital display at his house.
Ah, yeah, I saw
Yeah, I
that.
think that
That,
I
that
think that's
that's
pretty
dope.
dope, man. I'm copying that idea 100%. 100% I'm doing that one. No, but I like that, man. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. Fresh viewer, fresh viewer. Yeah. So the NFTs are cool. Now, what about let's say I want to export or import a wallet. Let's say I'm using a. Let's start off with that. Let's say I have a freighter or name your own wallet, and I say I want to use xBull wallet. Is it easy to bring in another wallet into yours?
Yes, in case they want to do that. Of course, this one, because it's already set up and it's launched in the view uh, just itself.
Yeah,
But
sure.
if we go from the beginning, I mean, I can have as much wallets I want. This is something let me explain. This is something I really wanted to have because I have multiple
Mm.
wallets. So something I wanted to do. Okay, I need one for testing. I need one for, I don't know, for xBull. I need one for this. I need one for that. So basically,
Wow.
I can just have all of them here and manage all
Whoa.
of them. But
That's
somebody
pretty
that is
cool.
but somebody
I
that
like
is
that.
just starting out, this is how the like the wallet opens for the first time.
Okay.
And something I was facing is that you know that in the Stellar ecosystem you can generate accounts randomly with a private key, and
Yeah.
I understand that, and some people like it. I like it too, especially for testing purposes. But if we want to have funds and saving in cryptos, I believe the best way to have them is using a mnemonic phrase, like we do
Mm.
with the ledgers, with the Trezors. So basically, that's why I took this approach instead of the common one in the Stellar ecosystem. At the beginning, I understand some people maybe don't like it, but I feel in the future they will understand that it's easier to restore accounts using a mnemonic phrase. So basically, if you want to create a new wallet in xBull, it's gonna generate please, somebody that is watching this, don't use this word because
Don't use it.
now
It's not
they're
gonna work.
public. Yeah, don't use it.
Yeah.
Create a new one. Um, it's gonna show you the words. It's gonna generate them locally in your computer. And this one is using the protocol, the standard BIP39, which is from Bitcoin, but we use it in all the blockchains. And then you need to confirm your mnemonic phrase. For example, I don't know, I don't remember what was the first one, but I need to like complete the whole phrase and confirm it. This is for somebody that is creating a new wallet. He's starting from the start. But now with your question, somebody that comes from another wallet, we have also ways to do that. And we have a way importing a mnemonic phrase. For example, when I start using the Stellar blockchain, I was using a Coinbase wallet in my phone, and they
Mm.
use mnemonic phrases. So it wasn't possible for me to use an Stellar wallet because I didn't found at the moment. I don't know if now there is an option. I think Freighter, but at the moment when I started learning about it, I hadn't. It was impossible for me to have a way to import a mnemonic phrase. So that's I start from there. You can import a mnemonic phrase and have your wallet set up. Or if you
Nice.
are using, I don't know, maybe uh, Freighter, all the other wallets, you can also import a secret key and have your password, of course, to encrypt it. Or if you are like me and you like hardware wallets, you can also connect them and have your account from your hardware wallet. That way, it's a lot more secure because nobody can store your money until you have give them the wallet. Uh, so yeah, this is the way. They have four ways to have new accounts: generate a new mnemonic phrase, import a new mnemonic phrase, import a secret key, or just connect a hardware wallet.
Yeah, shout out to Espresso, man. 1030. Thanks for checking in. He's over on YouTube, man. He said this is so cool. I have so many wallets with numeric phrases, but no secret keys. Yeah, yeah. I love
Yeah,
it, man. It's really, really, really friendly. I'm glad people are seeing while I'm excited about this wallet. Yeah, I just think it's what you're doing is really cool, and once again you're just getting started. I mean, you wrote your first line of code in April. So this is only the beginning, man. Are you still a one person show, or are you doing it by
yes.
yourself?
Yes,
Wow.
everything from the design to the code to building to send it to the stores. Everything is by me. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? I mean, yeah, we'll definitely try to help you out, man. And I know we have our dev channel over on Stellar Global. Maybe maybe we could help find some other people to help you, man, because you've done a lot on your own. It would be great, to see how far you can take this thing, because it's exciting to watch. Exciting to watch. I agree, Fergal. Shout out to Fergal. Uh, what time is it in Ireland right now, man? Shout out, man. Checking into the show. Um,
Also,
yeah, that's and go ahead.
just one clarification there. Even though it was the first line of code related to a Stellar, because I have
Yes,
5 years.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just to say
Yeah,
that
yeah,
because
yeah. I'm 100% sure you didn't just start doing this a couple months ago. Yeah,
yeah,
this is
just to
this is
say
way
that,
too clean. Yeah, no, no, good. Yeah, for anyone that's watching, kids, yeah, you got to put some time into to create this. But at the same time, we will point out that for somebody that was working with other blockchains and developing in other different areas, it was really easy and fast to adapt and plug into Stellar. So we will say that.
yeah, 100
Um,
percent.
let me ask you this. Earlier you mentioned certain plans for the future. You kind of gave a hint for in putting a privacy. What are some of your ideas and ambitions? If you can maybe share a couple, if you could be so inclined to, that you love to see xBull Wallet have.
Yeah. First, the first things I want to include, because I also have the Android version. I want to have a wallet connect, so people can use websites with their phones.
Oh, okay.
Uh, that's one of the things I'm already doing. Maybe in a week or maybe 2 weeks it will be live. But
Awesome.
basically, what I want to do is to give like have you used Trust Wallet? Uh,
Yes.
yeah, you see that in the Trust Wallet you have a like a view which include like external services.
Mm-hmm.
Well, basically, what I want to do is that, for example, this idea I had with the real estate investment, what I want to do is to have that right here, for example, that people can start using it from there. I will make that clear that those that will be using it, I need to tell them, okay, this is a separate services. This is not XBull itself. So I need to be a lot clear with that. But basically, what I want to have in the future is it is real estate investment, the P2P exchange, um, all of that right inside the wallet. So it's easier for everybody to use them. Uh, but in the near future, what I want to complete is the distribution. You know, because if you want to have this first project, the P2P decentralized exchange, I need distribution of the wallet. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, right now I have the Chrome version, I have the Android version, but now I'm working the Firefox extension, the Opera extension, the Edge extension,
Wow.
and the iOS wallet. So we can distribute them a lot, so the P2P can actually work because they need an ecosystem of wallets to work on top of that. That's the
Man,
near
incredible.
future in terms of features.
Awesome, awesome. That sounds really good. Felix had a question. Back to you mentioned hard wallets.
Yeah.
Which hard wallets are you currently supporting?
Currently, I'm supporting all the hardware wallets that can actually work with operations in Stellar, because even though some people have told me to use, there is a wallet that you can use the fingerprint. I don't remember the name right now, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not compatible with operations in Stellar. And basically, maybe you are not going to be able to see it, because let me see if I can share that now, because
And while you're pulling that up, I know that yes, there is a desktop extension, so you can definitely see everything that he's showing right now on the desktop. Absolutely, absolutely, it's pretty dope.
okay, now I'm sharing the hardware wallet place.
Okay, let me let me see if I can. Let's
Okay,
see.
and I will explain why it does this, because an extension itself cannot connect easily with ledgers and Trezors. Uh,
Okay.
So currently it supports both. It opens in a new window. If you see now, it's a browser instead of the extension window, but you can see
Mm-hmm.
that it's actually using the Chrome extension.
Okay.
It's doing this because Trezor requires it to do it. So yeah, basically I'm supporting ledgers in Trezors, but there is an issue there because Trezors and ledgers, they don't support all the operations. For
Okay.
example, uh, path payment streetsen, I guess, is not working correctly with the Trezor. Sometimes they give some uses, but I wanted to have the possibility to connect them just in case somebody wanted to do it. And as
Right.
soon as another extension, another hardware wallet have compatibility with the Stellar, believe me, I'm gonna add it too.
Nice, nice, nice. Here's a good question I thought too. Fergal popped up and said, "Will there be a Brave browser version?" Or maybe,
Yes, actually,
and I would even add on top of that too. I mean, a browser version, period. Kind of similar to. Have you ever thought that far down? Kind of like with Coinbase or other exchanges. Kind of going to more of an exchange setup.
you mean like a website, for example, if I
Yeah,
can go just. Oh
yeah.
yeah, actually no, because of security reasons. I prefer. I mean, I even give the people in the repository, because this is open source, everything in xBull, and the next features I add, all of them will always be open source. Uh, I even give them the possibility to just download the code, build it themselves, so they are sure that nothing is going on with the wallet. And having that in a website, even though it's really secure to have one, I don't trust it. So that's
Right.
why I don't use a website to distribute the Exo wallet. I thought about having a progressive web apps, which is a kind of a website application to have on phones. But then I realized it's also the same of a website, and I don't trust them that much. But maybe a desktop version, just a native version in I don't know, for Windows, Linux, Mac. Maybe that could be an option in the future.
And back to what Fergal was saying specifically was a Brave browser extension. That's you said you're about to say that is something on the works.
Yeah, actually, it's working. You can go to the Chrome store from your Brave browser and download it without issues. Actually, if,
Okay.
if you see, I'm using Brave right now, and yeah, you can just install it on your Brave browser without issues.
Nice, 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 nice. Well, look, man, I really appreciate you swinging by. You covered a lot of great stuff, exciting looking and clean interface that you've created. Really happy that you found our community and you've been so supportive and I see you in the chats and the discords also helping other folks as well. So really appreciate everything that you've been doing for the community.
Yeah, thank you for having that great community, and because I learned to code free from the internet, I'm always trying to give back to those that actually want to learn about the coding and blockchain and everything.
Awesome, awesome. Well, everybody, thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate all the people that have been commenting and asking questions. Shout out to Espresso, JK, Fergal, Felix. Thank you so much for being active in the show today. Thank you again to our guest, Enrique xBull Wallet. Really, really, really appreciate everything you've been doing. Keep me in the loop, please, as you continue to make updates and changes to what you've been building. So thank you again to everybody. You know it. Stay tuned. We're gonna have more shows coming up. Enrique, hold on for a couple minutes. To everybody else, you guys have a great day.